Hello, welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome back if you've been here before. As you can see, I went mental with the setup tonight, got the tarpaulin out and everything. Initially set it up between the two trees just to get the line for pitching the tent, but the initial setup was too low, so I had to tie it again at either end, cinch it up. So this will be the setup for tonight. First reason, there's been showers all day and so far this evening, plus there's meant to be many more later on. In fact, at 2 o'clock in the morning, I think it's meant to be biblical proportions, so we'll see how that goes. So this will give me somewhere to sit outside rather than stuck in the tent all night, and hopefully it'll keep a lot of the noise off the tent as well. The back of the tent is sticking out a wee bit, unfortunately, but I've moved the tent right in here. I have nowhere to sit outside, so we'll see how it goes. I'll finish setting up and I'll bring these back in a wee bit. Just taking a break from setting up. What time's it? 25 to 7. It's going to be dark in half an hour or so probably. A wee bit over, but given how overcast it is just now, and the belts of rain that are coming up the loch more frequent now. Just going to enjoy the rest of the daylight, I think. Just get a sleeping bag to put in, and then I'll be just about set up. But absolutely stunning location. I'll try and show you around briefly before it gets too dark, because I will not have time in the morning. Absolutely stunning spot. And about the Scots pine. Cracking views up the loch. Almost. There's another wee beach round the corner, one over the back there, but absolutely cracking. Going to risk it and move outside for this. Anyway, I think that's me. You know how it goes. You're not officially set up. They crack open the first beer. Cheers. Oh, that's it. No going back now. I did actually set up the car for a car camp. I put my wee platform in the back, in the boom, across the back seats of the pickup. But coming up the loch there, somebody parked in the spot I was wanting to stop over in, so I did bring the tent. I've actually got the wood burning stove with me as well, but I'm not going to bother bringing that down, I don't think. I'll not lie to you, the car isn't a million miles away, so just my usual quick fix after work. Struggling for daylight now. It's going to be the struggle, so I need to invest in some major lighting, I think. But still get out, and that's the main thing. Oh. This is a view north. Absolutely cracking. I've actually been getting some alerts on my phone. Aurora 22 minutes ago, amber alert, but with that cloud cover you're seeing nothing. And that's the forecast for tonight, so unfortunate, but not to worry. Still enjoy the camp nonetheless. Aye, cracking. And this is the other side of the bay. Absolutely stunning setting. But the main road isn't too far over that way, so there will be some road noise tonight probably, but not to worry. I actually, when I was setting up there, somebody passed in a lorry with 2 cars in the back, beeping their horn like a madman, so don't know if I know them or not. I must do. Must have seen my car. I'll try not to wreck my lantern like I did last time. I have to take it to bits. Fill it up nice and early, let the wick soak up the paraffin. Oh, another shower. I think it's just about to pass. I did bring with me tonight 2 fire logs and my wee 1 Tigris stove, so that's all I'm going to have for a fire tonight. I do have a pile of wood back at the car, but I'm not interested in having a big fire like that. The wind's picked up as well, it's got a wee bit breezy, so I may end up having to take this sail down. We'll see what happens, but I'll make the most of it. There we go, record time. I think what I'll do before I go to my bed tonight is sticking a line on there, just to pull that out, give it a bit more cover, stop it flapping about as well. I've got the one on the back at the bottom and halfway up as well, so that'll help keep the rain away from the front door. The footprint of the tent's just inside the tarp there, but it'll do. Oh man, the daylight is disappearing quite fast now. Quick look at the nose bag. Sirloin steak with a peppercorn butter. With that I've got some pepper sauce, some extra stuff. Tea cakes as usual. Knickknacks as usual. But don't be shocked. Change the beer tonight. I am on the Kronenbourg 1664 Can't remember last time I had one of them, or even how strong it is. I did start a wee innocent gun that I had in the fridge at home. So that's it for the night. Well, that wasn't logging darkness setting in. Absolute nightmare, winter time or autumn time, whatever time we're in. Right, see if I get this thing to work. It's not falling off into the base of the lantern, so that's a start. There we go, stop the reek coming out it, don't want to overfuel it. Yeah, cracking. Doesn't give off much light, but in fact, before I start to cook dinner, I'm just going to strike up this fire log. Might as well get it going as well. Oh, it stinks, these ones stink, man. Oh. Smells like something you should be selling down the high street, or in closes, or parks. What I'll do with the fire log is, I used to cut it into wee bits, but I found that 4 bigger chunks is better, it burns a wee bit longer, so we'll go for that. This is a fire log I had in the back of the car, so everything's a bit damp, even the paper used to torch it, the wrapper. It's absolutely stinking. Jeez. I'll have the police down here soon. Whoa. Right, time to get this steak on. If I can get this thing level. Can't afford to drop my steak out here. I only got one chance at it. The thing about steaks are they're quick to cook and not too messy. In fact, I've got that sauce, so it's going to be messy. Well, might as well have a beer. Good old Kronenberg 1664 Francais. I'll dedicate this beer to Sylvain over in Canada. He's in Quebec, a French province. He's a keen viewer, or mad viewer should I say, so cheers, man. Oh, it's alright. I still can't see how strong it is. My sight's that bad. Hope it's alcoholic. It's got 2 units in it, so whatever that equates to. Well, it certainly smells good. It's that, or it's that fire log. Something's making me hungry. Oh man. I can't use all that. That's criminal, but there you go. Right, let's see that's done. Whoa. There we go. A la carte dining, eh? Hold on, almost forgot the garnish. Voila. Right. Knick-knacks are getting in the way. Let's try this. Nice bit of crunch there. Knick-knacks are coming through. Time to do the dishes in the rain. Sandy stuff. And no, I'm not panning for gold, as I've said before. It's dishes time. I've just found a nugget. He's washing his dishes in a loch. Je voudrais une bière, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Whoa. A bit wet out there. I don't know if the mic will pick it up or not. Hitting off the tarp because it's stuck to my chest, but dishes are done and everything else, so I can relax now. Enjoy the rest of the evening. The place is a tip, but I'll tidy that up as I go along, but aye, cracking. With regards to the venue, I subscribed to a guy called Craig. His channel is CK Alba Adventures. So he doesn't stay here, but he's been here quite often. That's the reason I started watching his channel. He's camped this side of the loch, the other side of the loch with his kayak, and he's got a hot tent and a stove and that as well. So he's got some cracking set up. So tune into his channel, give it a wee swatch if you want. But I can thank him for the inspiration. He was only here either last weekend or the one before that kind of thing. So aye, absolutely cracking. I'm glad I came out tonight. Excuse me. Oh, better an empty house than an unwanted tenant, as I say. But aye, I'm glad I set up this tarpaulin because it's serving it well. I'm sitting outside just now and it's chucking it down. Probably more so because the canopy of the trees, there is still some leaves on it kind of thing, but every time it blows you get the full pelt of the rain kind of thing. So that's part of the reason as well, as I said earlier on, for setting up the tarp. At least it's not bouncing off my tent. 90% of my tent is dry, but the arse end is sticking out into the wild, so I will be sleeping with my head on this side to try and minimise the noise. But if I don't get blown away by then, we'll see what happens. But the forecast is supposedly from maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, biblical proportions of rain. I hope it doesn't bring the loch up because I will be swamped. I hope that's just a scorch mark in front of the tent and not a water line. It's hard to tell, but we'll see what happens. If I need to bail out, I'll bail out, but I've got the car there and set up for car camping if I need to bail out, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I've got beers to have, I've got a full fire log and that other bit to burn as well, so I'll bring you back in a wee bit. Cheers! This is the second fire log. This is more like it, by the way. It's not got the silver stuff on the inside and it doesn't stink. You can handle it without reeking for the whole night. Oh, what a night. Been fantastic despite the weather. I've blown a gale. Chucking down just now. Maybe what you hear that. But aye, caught up the family. We were doing well. I'm on to my last beer. Got one wee chunk quite a lot left as well. So once they are done, I shall be retiring as always. But it's only 10 o'clock. Early night, but the weather's like this. Gee whiz. I want about here. But the tarp, as I said, has served us well. It's giving that protection. Sit outside, enjoy the scenery, or enjoy the darkness, but I can't stand being stuck in tent all night, to be honest. Anyway, thanks for watching if you made it this far. I shall catch you in the morning, but I'll probably be packing up in darkness. I need to leave here about 7:30, 20 to 8 at the latest to down the road. I should have some daylight by then. I hope for some better weather, but the forecast is from 2 AM. It's meant to get a lot worse. A weather warning. I think I said it earlier on, if that loch ends up rising by about a foot, it'll be submerged. But I do have the car back there, so I can climb into that, walk back to that and climb into the back seat, pump up the airbed and everything else. But hopefully we'll get to that. Anyway, enough rabbiting guys. See you in the morning. Cheers. Oh, wait a minute. Almost forgot about the tea cakes. Let's get these bad boys open. Can't even see to put the wee rip tear thing on it. There we go. There's supper. Cheers guys, and good night. Well, good morning guys. Almost 20 to 7 and I've hardly slept all night thanks to that racket. It's been chucking it down since about 2 o'clock this morning, so I've been up since, I don't know, 3-4 o'clock, just couldn't sleep at all. So as much as I tried, as cosy as it is being in a tent when it's chucking it down, trying to get sleep in it is absolutely brutal. So if I slow pack up the inside of the tent, and then it'll be waterproof on before I venture out there, because it is lashing. And then I'll get the tent down, and then finally the tarp. I might even make a coffee this morning if it's not too windy out there. Anyway, catch you in a wee bit. Cheers. I'll put my waterproof trousers out in the wee porch the other side of the tent. Oh. This guy making himself at home in my boot. Get out! Jeez, man. Oh, I wonder what the weather's like out there. Oh. Aye. Looks like rain. Everything's soaking. It's been hitting the ground that hard outside, it's bouncing back in underneath the tent. Oh well, nothing else for it. A wee bit of light out there, not much light enough. Almost forgot the tea cakes. 4 survivors just, I could have demolished a lot of them last night, but I resisted. Right guys, that's well packed up as you can see, with the exception of the tarp. I'm obviously leaving that up so I can get as much protection from the rain as possible. Still absolutely chucking out there. I'm sure the Lochs came up a few inches during the night there. Certainly puddles all round when camping anyway. But aye, cracking night despite the weather. Cracking, being out with the tarp. As you see last night, I sat there, had my dinner, had the fire and everything. Wasn't stuck inside the tent, which I hate doing kind of thing. Unless it's a hot tent. Hot tent's not so bad, but a normal tent, there's nothing worse than cooked up in it all the time. So, Gonna get the tarp down and just head down the road and say goodbye just now, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this wee trip, something different. I'll try and stick to my Tuesday nights, so the weather is what it is, but it's still cracking. So if you haven't subscribed already, feel free to do so. Give us a thumbs up and add a comment, and I'll hopefully see you on the next trip. Cheers, guys. Looks like rain out there.